friends, thanks for joining me for this month's crafty theme of tea time. And today I used an actual tea bag for our project today. Last week I used fabric and created a tea bag, and I mean, I just love that thing. I wish I could just have the time to sit down and make 100 of them because they're adorable. I'd give them to all my friends. But today I went ahead and used a real tea bag and I stamped on it. So that's kind of the theme for today, is stamping on a tea bag. And then we put it together and it can be used as a bookmark, as an embellishment, as a gift tag, just wherever your imagination can take you, you could use this. And I think you'll really like it. I'm happy to share it with you. Hi friends, welcome to Creating with Jovi and to this episode of how to stamp on a real tea bag. This one, I put a little twist to it. I added not only the stamping, but also I added a piece of fabric in between the two pieces of the actual real tea bag. Now, in the first video of this tea bag series, I created this one. This one can be used as a bookmark or it can be used as an embellishment in a journal. And I wanted to let you know that I used the real tea bag as a template for this one. So this one is all fabric. But this one, I used the real tea bag, and then I used fabric here for this little part, and then in between the actual tea bag, just so that you could sort of see through it. I thought it would be kind of cool that you could see a little bit of that pattern. And I liked the fluffiness of the torn fabric. I sort of like that showing as well. It gives it a nice shabby chic look, which is nice too because I used a chandelier to stamp it, and it just, I think it works. So anyway, my friends, I appreciate you being here, and let's get to the process. Just like yesterday, I went ahead and I emptied out the tea bag. So that's already been done. If you didn't see yesterday's video and you wanted to see how I undid the tea bag and emptied it, you can go ahead and check that video out. But it's pretty simple. And the way that this one folds is kind of interesting. So I thought I'd go ahead and put a piece of fabric in between the folds. Now, if you have a different design of a tea bag, because not all of them are like this, and you had one that was just like it had a pocket, you could, if you wanted to, you could take a piece of fabric or even a piece of paper and slide it down into the pocket. Of course, cut it to size first and slide it down into the pocket. But since mine folds, I'm just, gluing this into the center and folding the other side up, and you can see that I did that there. There's some nice fluff on either side of it, because I tore the fabric, which I love that. I love the way it looks. It looks very shabby chic. You can see here I'm using a glue stick, and this is just simply to keep the fabric in place while I get ready for the next phase of this tea bag. As you can see, I have grabbed some rubber stamps, and my friend Carol at Recrafted by Carol actually gave me this stamp set because she heard me mention one day that I love chandeliers. And so with that being said, I am going to go ahead and use the chandelier stamp. I'm going to choose brown. I could choose any color really, but I just thought brown would be nice on here. So as you can see, I am dipping my stamp into my ink pad. And now I'm going to go ahead and stamp this tea bag, and I hope that this comes out the way that I envision it will. Well, let's pull this up and find out. Yes, I love it. I think it turned out great. That makes me super, super happy. I also wanted to mention one of the reasons I put the fabric in was so that I could stamp both sides of this tea bag, and I didn't want the ink to leak through if it was just the tea bag itself, because of course they're very porous. So now I'm flipping it over and I'm doing the same thing on this side now. And it looks like we got another good print. Here it is up close. I love that we can see the fabric and we can see the stamp. I think it's so super cute. So now it is time to move forward. I am planning on taking this to my sewing machine in a few minutes. That is why I'm using glue stick. And because I need to fold the corners down, you know, make it look like a tea bag, like the way that it was. I know some tea bags are square, but this particular kind has a different shape to it. But before I sew it, I need to go ahead and get the string attached. I'm using the same one that I used yesterday because it's cute and it's perfect. And it's like this cotton thread with some gold wrapped around it. So I think that that's pretty perfect for this project. And before I take it to the sewing machine, I also want to do the little tab on the end. Usually it's like this little paper tab, but I am, just like yesterday, I'm going to use fabric for it, and I'm going to glue this down with glue stick as well because I do plan on putting a stitch through this little piece of fabric. If I was not going to sew this with my sewing machine, I would not use glue stick. I wouldn't trust it to hold. What I would use is Fabri-Tac or 3-in-1, and I'm sure that there are plenty of other liquid glues that would work. For example, Aleene's Tacky Glue would work, but it takes a bit longer to dry if you use it on fabric. So I always, when I'm working with fabric, I'll always choose either 3-in-1 or Fabri-Tac. Now I'm going to bring this little cutie over to my sewing machine, and around the actual tag I'm going to just use a straight stitch, but when I get to the little, what would have been the paper tab at the end of the string, I'm going to go ahead and just use a, what do they call that? I don't know, the zigzag stitch. And I'm just going to go over it, and then I'm going to go backwards on it, and that's all I'll do for the tag because it's pretty small. Now I'm going to take a second to clean up the threads. Now if I was putting this into a journal, depending on the style of the journal, I might leave these threads hanging. But since I don't know what I'm going to do, where this little guy is going to end up, I'm going to clean it up. I didn't make this for any specific project. I just made it specific for you guys. Now I want to remind you that these can be used as bookmarks. They can be used as embellishments in or on journals or on top of cards. I mean, how cute would that be to have like a teapot in the background and then have this like on top of that? I just think that that would be so very adorable. Friends, I hope you know how much I appreciate your support. Thanks for watching. See you soon.